No, I think it's a little bit of both. And I think people are born with some traits that enables them to develop their leadership styles, and life experience has a lot to do with that. You know, I'm a different leader now than I was 10 years ago.
I think great leaders are made because all of the experiences that someone has, in my opinion, are what makes them a leader, not necessarily how they were born.
It's a blend. I think some people maybe are just born leaders, and maybe it's where they are in their life and what they've had to endure, and then I think you learn a lot. For myself, it's been a lot through courses that I have taken in leadership and administration. I'm in doctoral work. We develop over time through experience, and a very important part of that is the concept of lifelong learning. We're always learning, we're always evolving.
I believe that great leaders are made. I don't think you're born with any certain characteristics that make you a great leader. I think that it's all up to other people around you to build into you, and anyone that has the right focus and drive can be a great leader.
Maybe not either. So I think that really good leaders have usually been mentored or have people in front of them that they are energized and inspired by, and they want to live that way too.
For the most part, I believe that leaders are born because there are certain things that you can't really pick up along the way. I mean, charisma is not something that people can learn. I believe that leadership skills can be refined, though. That's obviously the reason that there's a business program at most major colleges. So, I mean, it's just refining those techniques and those skills that are necessary for leadership.
Both. Great leaders can be born. Some people are naturally just good leaders. Some people kind of have that natural quality of being able to take lead and be in charge of other people. And other people, if they really work at it, they can develop into be a great leader. And I think regardless, even if you are born with it, there's always room to become a better leader.
Knowledge. As long as the person that I'm reporting to is more knowledgeable about what they should be knowledgeable about than me, then I am generally happy with them.
To someone who expects a lot of me, but also gives me the autonomy and the freedom to make my own decisions and to fail if I need to, and then learn from that.
I look for someone who takes the initiative, who really is able to get things started, and who can carry, or who you can count on to carry through.
Charisma is another thing. I like to be able to talk to my boss or my manager or a leader position in power needs to be able to relate well with people underneath them.
Take charge and be firm, but at the same time she's very personable and relates to her workers very well. So just look at Katie. She's got it all.
I'm motivated by other people being successful.
Somebody who's willing to listen. That's the number one thing in a leader. Someone who's willing to listen.
What I look for in a leader is someone that's caring and responsible, kind of looking out for others and building into them and wanting others to become leaders alongside them.
Probably a comfortableness with who they are, and if they know who they are, and then they're able to live that out.
I think our generation, you know, the 40 plus, 50 plus, we tend to be sometimes more driven.
They're not interested in working hard. They're lazy, you know, because they don't work like us.
The new graduates that come out of nursing school now are not happy working nights and weekends, and they want to work straight days. And
Boomers, they value button chair time, which isn't necessarily, you know, getting stuff done.
Older people are lazy.
Sometimes you get older workers that get kind of burnt out.
The older generation believes that we are not hardworking, that we are given everything right now just because we have easy access to a lot of information.
Younger generation, we kind of get the lazy rep for sitting around playing video games, kind of wanting stuff handed to us.
one stereotype about your generation that I do believe is that electronically and technologically much more advanced.
Younger workers are a lot more creative, they're much more balanced than what my generation was, where you come to work and you work your heart out and then you go home. This generation really understands balance.
Actually, I think our older generation or the current we could learn from them.
What I hate more than anything is being micromanaged, and that's like not only
Katie Flyguard.
someone telling you what you need to do, but how you have to do it. That makes me angry more than anything.
This is what I'd like our result to be. You can get there any way you want to get there.
You have to take your knowledge and their knowledge and combine them and respect them for what they know, and hopefully they'll respect you for what you know.
You of course have to consider generation, but I think in the end you have to manage all of your people differently depending on what motivates them. You can't blanket, you can't say this is what they're all like when they're all different.
We're unique little butterflies.
I don't think the or the generation gap is as big of an issue as the person's individual style of working.
You treat them as who they are, where they are at this time in their life.
If you're going to be a good leader, you need to leave your ego at home, because there's not really a place for it.
So by leading others to be leaders, she exemplifies great leadership.
Okay. Are you already taping?
Katie Flyguard.
Go.
This will be on the blooper reel.
Alright. In a leader, or what's the question?
What I look for in a workplace, I forgot.
She's really taken me under her wing and just nurtured me and made me into the best leader I could possibly be.